Glowing Star: The Secret to Success Motivational Story with Powerful Life Lesson. Part 1: The Beginning. Long ago, in a small dusty village surrounded by mountains and rivers, there lived a young boy named Armin. Armin was not rich. His family owned a tiny piece of land where they grew wheat and corn. His father worked hard in the fields, while his mother sold handmade cloth in the market. From a young age, Armin was curious. He always asked questions. Why are some people rich and some poor? Why do some children study in big schools while others cannot even buy books? What is the secret that makes some men powerful and successful, while others struggle every day? His father would smile and say, "Son, the secret to success is not hidden in gold or land. It is hidden inside you. But only those who search for it with patience and discipline will find it." Those words stayed in Armin's heart like a seed planted in the soil. Part 2: The Stranger's Story. One day, when Armin was about 12 years old, a traveler came to the village. He was an old man with silver hair and a long walking stick. The villagers gathered around him because he carried a bag filled with books. Armin, curious as always, asked the stranger, "Sir, you have traveled many places. Tell me, what is the secret to success?" The old man looked into the boy's eyes and said, "There are 3 secrets. The first is discipline, the second is knowledge, and the third is perseverance. Without these, success runs away like a shadow." He continued, "Discipline is waking up every day and doing what must be done, even if you don't feel like it. Knowledge is not only in books but also in experience and observation. Perseverance is the fire in your heart that refuses to give up when life becomes hard." Armin listened carefully. The words entered his soul like music. Part 3: The Struggle. Years passed. Armin studied under the shade of trees because he could not afford candles for light at night. He borrowed books from travelers and merchants. Many laughed at him. "Why waste time reading?" said the village boys. "Stay in the field and work. That is your future." But Armin remembered the old man's words. He woke up early, worked in the fields to help his father, and studied in the evenings. Slowly, his mind grew sharper, and his dreams grew bigger. One evening, after a long day, he asked his mother, "Do you believe I can become successful?" His mother touched his head gently and said, "Son, if your heart is pure and your effort is true, nothing can stop you. Even the mountains will bow before your determination." Part 4: The First Failure. When Armin turned 18, he decided to start a small business. With the little savings he had, he bought seeds to grow vegetables and sell them in the city market. At first, he worked day and night. He watered the plants, removed weeds, and carried baskets on his shoulders to the market. But one summer, there was a terrible drought. His crops dried, and he lost everything. The villagers mocked him. "We told you," they said, "dreams are useless. You should have stayed in the fields with your father." Armin felt broken. He sat under a tree and cried. For days, he thought of giving up. But then he remembered the old traveler's voice. "Perseverance is the fire in your heart that refuses to give up." He wiped his tears and said to himself, "Failure is not the end. It is only a lesson. I must rise again." Part 5: The Journey. Armin left his village and traveled to the city. He worked as a helper in a shop, carrying heavy sacks of rice and flour. The work was hard, but he observed everything: the way the owner spoke to customers, how prices changed, how business grew. Every night, he wrote notes in a small notebook. "Respect the customer. Save before you spend. Hard times will come, but patience will win." Slowly, he learned not only about business but also about life. Part 6: The Turning Point. After years of saving, Armin started his own small shop. At first, only a few customers came. But he treated each one with honesty and kindness. Soon, word spread. There is a shopkeeper who never cheats, who sells with a smile, and who cares about people. His shop grew. Then he opened another. Then another. Within 10 years, Armin became one of the most respected men in the city. One day, a young boy asked him, "Sir, what is the secret to your success?" Armin smiled, remembering his own childhood question. He said, "Discipline, knowledge, perseverance. That is the secret. If you carry these 3 keys, every locked door will open for you. Part 7 The Life Lesson. In the end, Armin returned to his village, not as a poor farmer's son, but as a man who had discovered the truth. He built a school so that children could learn. He built a well so that no one would suffer from thirst. Standing before the villagers, he said, "Success is not money, nor fame. Success is the power to rise after failure, to keep learning, and to never lose discipline. That is the true secret." The people listened with respect, and for the first time, they understood. Checkmark Powerful Life Lesson. The secret to success is not found outside. It is built inside you, with discipline, knowledge, and perseverance.